coming out here is just such a delight. All these pilots are so excited, and families are coming out. The weekend's going to be packed. This is the first major event in the state of Florida. I know the Super Bowl was in Tampa. This is way bigger than the Super Bowl. Outside, everybody's spread out, socially distanced, and you just can't get any better than that. High of 84 degrees today. Those folks out in Denver that are just getting hammered with snow, and up in Wisconsin they're still getting a little bit. Wish they were here.
Absolutely. I know everyone's ecstatic to be here. I mean, like we were already talking about, this time last year is the time that we heard the news that, that Sun and Fun wouldn't happen this year. So everyone has been, spending that kind of time waiting to get back out here. But again, couldn't do this show without our fantastic partners, and Harry Seafood Bar and Grill is absolutely a fantastic partner, and have to thank them for sponsoring this segment of Sports Central.
Just had lunch there a couple of weeks ago with Tony Camarillo, the executive director of the RP Funding Center, and had my crawfish etouffee like I always do.
I was about to say, what's your go-to? I always stick with the shrimp and grits. Everybody tries to talk me out of it, but I can't.
We're getting too close to lunch to be talking about this. But
well, there's plenty of good food out here, so plenty of options.
We're going to go from good food to great people. Something we're so proud of here in Polk County, Central Florida's Polk County, that is we're the official host of the Miss Florida contest. And we've had it here for many, many years. One of the ladies that was crowned, not recently, but actually almost 2 years ago, okay? Her name, Michaela McLean. Her mom is a bombshell too, but she isn't watching this right now, so shame on you. But
she's probably getting all that snow we were talking about up in.
Yeah, well, she's on a mission trip in North Carolina, I believe, so great for her. And Sam, it's something that just really makes Polk County not a normal place. When you have Miss Florida here, some of the best talent on the planet, and Michaela was a dance major. I had 2 years of jazz dance.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That actually, I don't know if I'm surprised or not, but it's
I think you are.
A little bit.
Just don't tell the guys in the locker room about that one. But anyway, Michaela.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you so much. And don't tell your mom what I said.
It will stay just between us.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Well, she was a delight. I think the last time I saw her was at a Tigers game with you.
It was. I was throwing the first pitch at the Tigers Stadium. I was super nervous, but Visit Central Florida has been amazing in hosting me and my mom, of course, Mother Florida, we like to call her, all across this Lakeland area. So,
yeah, and you threw like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I remember.
You heard it here first. I did. So if you need a first pitcher, here she is. Yeah.
Well, you're the first woman in history to hold the crown for 2 years. Man, what a delight that has to be.
Oh my gosh, it is truly the craziest experience. It's never been done before, so it is a trivia question. Whoever's the longest reigning Miss Florida right now, it is me, which is so crazy, but very thankful. There's so many silver linings in having that second year, and now we're about to crown the 85th Miss Florida on June 26th. So I'm really in that final countdown of these last 2 months, and what's crazy is the next Miss Florida is going to step into this position and just have a long year ahead of her, but it's just one of the best jobs you can possibly have.
And that was going to be my question for someone that doesn't know. What is that job like? You're crowned, June 24th of 2019. What have you been doing since?
Great question. Well, as Miss Florida, you wear so many different hats. It's not just one job. You have several different jobs. Last night, I was in West Palm Beach as a spokesperson and host for a corporate event award show. And then I can go from wrestling pythons down in the Everglades to then speaking to students on the risks and realities of drug and alcohol abuse. So you're an ambassador on behalf of several organizations. But as you wear those different hats, it's just all these different opportunities to influence young women and influence people all across the state. So you definitely have to be flexible and knowing that you're shifting gears a lot, but it keeps you very busy, and every new experience is one for the books.
Well, talk a little bit about, a lot of people don't know this, that Miss Florida is also a scholarship opportunity. That's a big deal, particularly with the escalating tuition and everything else. but to be able to have that side benefit has got to be a great feeling for you.
It really is. So the Miss Florida organization is the largest scholarship provider for women here in Florida than any other organization. And as I won Miss Florida, I became debt-free from the University of Alabama from the scholarship that I earned and won. So we really like to tell women that when you go for Miss Florida, yes, you're getting training and interview, and you get to wear this beautiful evening gown, and you get to perform a talent, but ultimately you're walking away with scholarship money that is furthering your education. So that's really the main reason why I did it, and of course my parents are very happy for that too. But it is the largest scholarship provider for young women all across the nation.
One of my favorite places to go when I go to UA, call it that, I was going to say UM, but it's UA, University of Alabama, is to go about 20 miles south of there to Tuskegee, Alabama. It's one of my favorite places in Alabama. Of course, it's home to the Tuskegee Airmen, which were instrumental and were very important in the overall effort in World War II. And so they have, been here off and on. Of course, they're getting up in years, just like the rest of what I call the greatest generation. And they are part of that. But Lionel Richie is also from Tuskegee, one of my favorite musicians. But I don't even know why I brought it up. But University of Alabama just carries me into all sorts of different places,
I'm really going to have to visit Tuskegee and visit these people, because it seems like a really neat place for sure.
We have very different reactions to the University of Alabama, I'll put it that way.
Are you an Auburn fan? Please tell me you're not an Auburn fan.
I'm not an Auburn fan, but the Gators are, I do have a soft spot for them. So, but it's okay.
It's okay. Still in
Anyways,
the SEC. We can
still in the
accept
SEC,
that.
We can take that much at least. So, June 26th, our newest Miss Florida will be crowned. What can they look forward to? How's that experience and the competition going to go for someone competing this year?
Great question. It's going to look a little different now with the coronavirus. We're still trying to follow guidelines and social distance. We usually have the competition for around 6 or 7 days at the RP Funding Center right in downtown Lakeland. But this year it's only going to be 3 days. So they'll hit the ground running as soon as they arrive. There's going to be a preliminary interview, and they'll be able to perform their talent. And young women will be plugged in very quickly. But then from the preliminary competitions, we go to a top 10 on final night. So if anyone's interested in coming, it is going to be a great production on that final Saturday night of June 26th, where you'll see the top 10 compete for my job. And then from there, we go from 10 women to 5 women to 3 women to then our final Miss Florida. So it's exciting. It keeps you on the edge of your seat for sure, whether you're into competitions and pageants or not. I know you're going to want to be there because it gets intense.
Well, and maybe it's just the weird way my mind works, but my son Hunter and I were driving back from the F-22 and checking that out, and here comes a DeLorean right down one of the runways. Yeah. I'm going, wow. Well, so I'm going to segue from that into, let's go back to the future now. Once your reign is over, what are your plans for the future? Now, that was a long, long segue. We got there. It's hard to believe, because it's just kind of scary up here. Neil Duncan, our sports director, says he wouldn't want to live more than 10 seconds in there. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Michaela.
Yeah, so I give it up June 26th, and I'm hoping to get actually into TV and media and communications. So right now I'm kind of finding a job in that sector. I've been doing some entertainment and commercial work on the side as Miss Florida, which has been great. But yeah, looking for a job right now. So I don't think my plans are to go back into school. I'm kind of done with school right now. But I love Florida. It has my heart. So would not be opposed to staying here for a little longer.
I think she would be a great candidate for your sports marketing division, and you've got an opening there now. So there you go. We just conducted the official interview.
There it was. Thank you so much. We'll start negotiations here soon.
I'm not sure we could afford her though.
Probably not. But and we're already building your portfolio now. We have some great film and reel that we will have actually posted that people can catch. Actually, this whole interview and the whole show on YouTube later on Sports Central's YouTube page. Yeah.
And don't forget, just a kind of a promotion, slide promotion. You can catch this guy on WLKF on Thursdays from 5 to 6 o'clock drive time, one of the 5 most popular shows in Central Florida during that time on Thursdays. So a lot of good action there as well. So just a little bit, and it's 96.5 and 1430 AM, WLKF, part of the Hall Communications Group. All right, so I am going to go even further sidetracked, and your mom's up on a mission trip, and your mom, your dad, your family have been involved in that. How has that impacted you in your reign as Miss Florida, being involved in that type of ministry?
Yeah, great question. So I've been in ministry and my parents have done mission trips all throughout my life, but I think it really was in college where I knew that it was the desire of my heart to further my reach and further my community service internationally. And ultimately, it did prepare me for the job of Miss Florida, too, because every setting that you walk in, every arena that you enter, ultimately, it is a mission trip. You're there to impact people, to encourage them, to minister to them, and you want to leave people better than you found them. So it really did prepare my heart and prepare my mind for any experience that I walk to, whether it's a corporate job or whether it's a church setting, to really use it as a place where you can encourage others and ultimately be a light.
Well, fulfilling the Great Commission as well as your purpose. And so part of that purpose, I'm hoping, is going to be that we can, or you can talk her into coming on board with Polk County Sports Marketing.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. You're better than I, but.
Yeah.
Well, you make sure that you tell your mom and dad hello from me, and good luck with the mission trip and all that. So you text them whatever you millennials do, I guess. I don't know. Are you Gen Z?
I ask that question every single day. I think I'm Gen Z, right? Gen Z, millennials. I'm
I gotta look at
1997.
Brian Lacey because
Gen
you could
Z.
be his grandchild.
Right.
So, yeah.
You know how many people call me a millennial, though? I'm like, okay, sure.
It's just one of those things.
Right. Whatever floats your boat.
Okay. Michaela, thanks so much for joining us. You've always been a delight, and we're looking forward to seeing you on stage and doing a little performing and promotion and so on and so forth. But for you and what you've done for Polk County and everybody here in Lakeland, thank you very much,
Thank
and
you
we're
so
looking
much.
forward to seeing you again.
I appreciate it. And come out and see Miss Florida June 26th at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland.
Man, she is good. She is really good. Wow.